you want to grow your email list, but how? Yeah, sure, you need to create a freebie, but that's the problem. Like, what do you even create? Hey there, today I'm gonna give you 7 general ideas to help you brainstorm a great opt-in to grow your email list. They're gonna get your brain juices flowing for sure. But if we've never met before, I'm Danielle, and my goal is to help you work smarter so you can grow your business and still have the freedom you want, the freedom and flexibility you need maybe as a busy mom, and to have time with your family and, you know, a little bit of you time. Basically, so you can be growing your business and living your best life. If that sounds good to you, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Seriously, I'll wait right here. I'm not going anywhere. I am just sitting in my car. Normally I would be in carpool, but today I was supposed to have a meeting and it got canceled. So here we are, just hanging out. Go ahead. So when it comes to freebies, the best thing to do is to provide your audience with some kind of small win. So essentially your freebie can be pretty simple. Just have some kind of like juicy information, like an oh yeah moment, or something that can quickly be implemented. Of course, there's always exceptions to the rule, which we'll get into that in a little bit. With that said, let's get into idea number 1. Now this is sort of like the biggest, chunkiest idea because it's the most versatile, and I think it could probably work for almost any business, and that is to create some kind of printable or downloadable PDF. Now this can be anything from like resource guides, cheat sheets, planners, worksheets, mini ebooks. I mean, really the options are endless with this. In fact, I have my own guide with over 60 ideas just on creating printables and PDF type products. So if this is the route you want to go, be sure to check out that link below. Okay, number 2 is some type of mini training. This could be like a short 30, there was a dog and I got very distracted. I like dogs. This can be a short 30-minute training. Again, quick win, like some kind of juicy tip that, you know, your audience or people you talk to about your thing is excited about. And you can put this on, make a private YouTube link, or on Vimeo, or embed it on a page somewhere. So if you're just starting out, I would keep this fairly simple. But this is where the exception, this is where the exception comes in, where I have actually seen people do like basically full-on courses as freebies. In fact, I got this idea after I got an iPad so I could use Procreate, but I had never used Procreate before, so I needed to learn how. And there's this awesome girl that I've been following, Tila Cunningham, and she had a whole Procreate course, and you created like 3 or 4 mini projects throughout this course, and then she came out with an updated one, and I was just amazed by the value there was in this whole freebie. It works for her because she sells like fonts and brushes that you use in Procreate. Now, the hesitation with doing something big and bulky is a lot of people may not finish it, but I decided to try it out, and I have a full course on creating quickly DIYing your brand, because I sell Canva templates, and what people kind of need before they start using templates in the best way is set colors and fonts. So I created a whole little course. I mean, it's not massive, but it's my best tips on DIYing your own brand. There's a car coming. I'm in like the back of my church parking lot. Don't know what, some teenager. It was very distracting. Idea number 3 is to create some sort of Trello board, or if Trello's not your jam, just some sort of workflow in general. Like if there's a process that you teach or use, obviously you don't want to give everything away, but if there's something, maybe you teach about blogging, and so you have a whole process on planning your blog post, or getting a blog post from idea to publish, like some kind of workflow. And again, if Trello is not your thing, you could make it a checklist, which is you know, brings back to idea number 1, printable and PDF. You could just turn your workflow into some sort of checklist that your audience could use. For myself, I could share like a workflow on batching graphics for Instagram or Pinterest, and that would kind of tie into using my templates, purchasing my templates. Number 4, this one is easy to do if you already have products created, and that is just a sample. Maybe you sample off one module of your course that they can watch for free. You see this a lot with books. Authors will give away the first chapter for free in exchange for an email address. If you're selling something like digital planners, you could offer a couple of the layouts for free, or maybe it's just sort of like it's different from like maybe your really pretty planners, but you have more simple layouts for people to try. I sort of do this with my templates in the fact that I have a set of free templates that people can opt in and grab. It's a lot smaller than what you can purchase from me, but it's a great way for people to kind of see how they like working with my Canva templates. Number 5 is an email training or challenge. These were extremely popular at one time. I think with these things like 5-day challenges, you do risk some drop-offs, and a lot of people use these when they're kind of like live launching a product. But you can maybe have like a 3-day email series where you share your best tips for getting organized in a weekend, and it's like a different tip each day. Or maybe you share 3 tips on starting to eat better in 3 days. I don't know. I'm pulling these out of thin air, but you get the idea. Just sort of like 3 tips that fit together that help you on the path of whatever it is that you teach. And what's great is if you do this as an email challenge, for those that really stick around and read all the emails in your series, then you're gonna have some great readers. You can continue to check in with them, you know, in like 4 days after the challenge, and make your offer or whatever you're selling. But it's a great way to get them opening your emails. Number 6 is a discount code. Now, you see this a lot with online shopping, from clothing stores. When you go to exit, or after you've been on a site for a while, a pop-up box will open offering you an exclusive like 15% off code in exchange for your email address. I don't actually see this a lot with like online business-to-business type deals, but it's worth trying out. And if I had like a full-on shop page that I could do this on, I might try it out, offering maybe like an exit intent pop-up where you get a discount, you know, in exchange for your email list. My only hesitation there, I'm predicting that you might see a lot of quick unsubscribes, which you're gonna see that regardless, so just get comfortable with unsubscribes. Every time I send an email, I get unsubscribes. It's the nature of the game, especially when your email list really starts to grow. And it's nothing against you. I unsubscribe because I'm trying to get my inbox more organized and things like that. And, you know, more than likely, if I've unsubscribed from someone that I really like, I get back on their list eventually anyways. But of course, you're gonna have like your raving fans that read every email and don't want to unsubscribe, just like I'm on lists like that. Alright, our last idea, number 7, that is to run a webinar. Now again, this is something you see a lot with live launches, some type of live training where people can attend live, chat in the chat box on the side. These have been very popular to the point where they're almost too popular and people got tired of them, but when done right, I think they're really valuable. I actually participated in one for Facebook ads, and the tips that were given were so great that I did like go ahead and purchase the course. My business coach does these. She runs webinars, and her goal, her call to action at the end, is just to get on her free consultation calls to see how you guys might work together, and how, you know, to just learn more about how she can help coach your business and your life. So they are really great leading people to take kind of immediate action, and eventually you can actually turn the webinar into a pre-recorded evergreen type thing, which is what I would love to test out eventually. I am just not there yet. Okay, with that said, if you're just starting out, then keep it simple. When you're just starting out, don't get overwhelmed with all the ideas. Now, you might have heard me mention I have free templates, I have a training, I have a guide. Those are things that I have created over the last few years. So start simple, get laser focused on one idea and one like main call to action you hope that idea leads to, whether it's just building your list, and that is totally fine if right now all you want to do is build your list. I would still try to make whatever opt-in you pick somehow semi-related to whatever future product you think you might have, and that just means they're in the same ballpark. I have Canva templates as an opt-in. I sell Canva templates and courses. I have a branding course as an opt-in. I sell templates. I have a guide on printable ideas. I have a course that I sell about creating printables in Canva. You see, they're kind of a natural path to the product. Now, I would not have some kind of opt-in about my favorite recipes. One, because I don't cook well, but also because I don't share anything about cooking. So, you want them to kind of have a natural path to whatever call to action, even if your call to action is traffic. If you're after traffic for ads, you want your opt-in to match the thing you talk about. Okay, I think I got that across. Now, hopefully your mind is starting to buzz with ideas. Let's keep that brainstorm session going in the comments. So let me know what you're thinking. If you have any questions, I would love to answer them and help you out. So let me know what you do, what your opt-in idea is, or if you're still feeling stuck, comment below. Alright guys, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you want to keep working smarter and having the freedom to live your best life. Until next time, think like a boss, play like a mom. Cheers. Alright guys, it's a time in the video where we're going to talk about mindset, because mindset, I feel like is something that a lot of women entrepreneurs struggle with, and I kind of study a lot on like overcoming mindset issues. I work with my coach about it. I haven't talked to her about this, but I want to ask her to come be a guest on the channel, so hopefully. But what I thought I would start including at the end of every video is the mindset stuff I struggle with, because I generally will have a million thoughts before I get a piece of content out. And yeah, that sounds exhausting, but they're fleeting. They're really fast. So after I kind of outlined this video, I immediately thought, that's too basic. Everyone knows that already. But I chose to record it anyways, because number one, I did SEO research on the title, but number two, I hear basic stuff all the time that I needed to be reminded of, that I'm now ready to take action on, and I kind of needed to go, oh yeah, that is a good idea, even though I may have heard it before. The timing is just better, and also everyone might not have these ideas, and sometimes you're just stuck because it's your own thing, and we have a hard time coming up with ideas for our own thing. But you know, like I could come up with a million ideas for my husband's business or for you, you know, that's just the nature of it. So I pushed on. Also, nothing happens if I don't put the content out. Like nothing at all will happen. Other than maybe like I have less watch hours on YouTube. But if I put the content out, maybe it's going to resonate with people. Maybe it's going to be just what one person needed, and I helped one person today. And if I put it out and it bombs, well, again, I've learned something. But nothing at all happens if I don't put it out. Nothing good can come of it. But if I do put it out, only good things can happen. I either help people or I learn something. So there you go. There was some mindset on that video. Let me know if you like that, and I'm going to be sure to kind of talk about that with everything. Like, clearly I have lots of issues with recording in my car. My idea is to do this in carpool, which I practiced the other day, but just being real honest, I had a really bad zit that was not covered up, and I allowed myself to use that as practice and re-record. Being honest. Alright guys, have a great day.